Welcome to your daily focus for May the 23rd, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you tenfold. Okay. Let's see what the cards have to tell us for today. One tried to escape. Shall we peek? Look at this, the Seven of Pentacles. What you put your focus on today is going to pave the way for your tomorrow. So where are you putting your focus? I guess I would have to ask. Where are you putting your focus? Because in some way, the focus that you have today on whatever it is, maybe it's a childhood trauma. Maybe it's the conversation you're having with the next door neighbor. Maybe it's brushing up your resume. But wherever you are putting your focus today, it's paving your path for your tomorrow. So I guess we need to be very conscious of where we are putting our focus today. Making sure that we're not getting upset over, don't let ego rule the day. Absolutely not. Lead from the heart, your passion, the belief in yourself. Keep it positive. We'll put that card back in. Now we have the sun. The sun is in Gemini. And I believe the moon, it starts off in Capricorn, so very much goal-oriented, success-oriented, but then moves into Aquarius. So we want the unique, the different people, groups of people, team play may be very big today, at least in the afternoon, evening time. Now your family, your tribe, your clan, your co-workers. And it's a 4 energy day today, I believe. So, wanting to feel grounded. It could be a lot about family today. Or home. Or what you consider to be home. It could be your family or your work family. It could be your home or when you're not home. I mean, sometimes we spend more time in our working lives than we do in our actual home space, right? So that could have something to do with today. Let's see what the cards say. Look at this. The Ace of Cups appears. Now, when the Ace appears, that means that a new path is unfolding before you, but it hasn't arrived yet. So even if you are experiencing new and different and wonderful, there's more to come. There's a new path yet to be discovered. And I would have to almost go back to the Seven of Pentacles with this. Where are you putting your focus? Is it on your passions, your dreams? Maybe it's love and relationships. This could be also of your service to others. So doing something maybe within the community. Maybe it's helping in some way. Maybe it's creating something. Maybe it's just doing your own thing. In Canada, we've got coins. They're called loonies and toonies. And whenever I go to a major city, I always fill my pockets with loonies and toonies. They just hand out. And some people say, well, you shouldn't do that. Well, I think of myself then. I try and put myself into their position. And I think, how bad does it have to get before I have to hold out a cup and ask somebody for help? And how hard it must be for them to do that. Now, who am I to judge? But I can help. And if there's something that I can do, I must. So the Ace of Cups is a new path. It could be passions. I mean, when we're talking about Aquarius moon energy, we could be inventing something. We could be creating something new and unique and different. Now we've got that Gemini sun energy. So our curiosity is piqued. We want to know a little bit about everything. So we want to grow that education or educate our minds, grow our wisdom in little areas, little nuggets of information. So conversation could be a big thing today, and learning from those conversations and leading you into a new path. King of Swords. He knows what he wants. We could be a little bit hyper focused today, and not really paying attention to other people's emotions or their feelings on maybe a certain subject, or we're kind of setting our own thoughts, our own ways. Our way is the right way, and everybody else needs to get on board if they want to. It's kind of that kind of energy. We sit there and we are sizing up our tomorrow, and we've got that sword, and we are not afraid to use that sword. We will cut down anything that stands in our way today. So watch that kind of energy, because I think it's very easy to tap into, actually. Let's see what our third card is here. We have the Judgment card, which is more a full moon energy. Well, we have a king, but we started with the Ace of Cups, so that's preparing. That's preparing ourselves, right? We're in full moon energy, so it's about releasing. It's about letting go. It's about healing coming in, so we can step on that new path. The Judgment card is here to say what you have been doing up to now will be rewarded. So have a belief, have a faith. Trust in yourself, in God, your angels, your spirit guides. And Judgment's a little bit about getting off the fence, making decisions. But I get it almost more of a sense of what you have been doing up to this point gets rewarded, or what you've not been doing up to this point, you get that push to say, well, let's giddy up. Let's start going. Let's start moving forward. Let's get off this fence. Let's start making decisions. Let's start choosing what we'll be rewarded for way down the road when this energy comes around again for us. And it could be as soon as tomorrow. It could be 6 months from now. So Ace of Cups, King of Swords, Judgment card. The Ace of Cups definitely talks about a new pathway. One filled with passion, one filled with love, one filled with happiness. We could become very inventive, very creative. But watch who, you're pushing aside in order to step into these new paths. And with Judgment, there could even be some healing. There could be, with Judgment there, our actions could be being judged. So it's by leading with compassion, leading with love, doing things for the greater good of all, not just ourselves. So watch your ego, okay? The King of Swords is very much about an ego. I get with him all the time. He's got a strong ego. He knows what he wants. And in being a king, I mean, our kings, they're the diplomats of the deck. They're the doers of the deck. They're the ones who get things done, that take the risk, but they're calculated risks. But I think out of all of them, I think the King of Swords probably would be the most arrogant of them all. And his way is the best way and the only way, and we've got to be careful of falling into that trap of thinking that for ourselves, and be open to expansion, new ideas, very much everything the Ace of Cups is offering to us, that we don't put the blinders on. And I think how we handle today and what we do today and our focus today, it really matters towards our tomorrow. It may not feel like it at the present time. But how often have you looked back on a cherished memory that was just, it was just a giggle or a laugh, or somebody did something out of it was never planned. It was never thought out. Usually those thought out plans, they're just good plans. It's the ones where we take a little bit of risk. We open our eyes to the new and the different and the wonderful, and we have those happy moments, and it's based on something so small, so simple. And if you ever think of a great passing or a great tragedy within the world and whatnot, and somebody says, "Where were you when?" You can tell them the smallest little details that were happening. I was sitting at my coffee table or my kitchen table, and I was having a cup of coffee, and I was listening to the radio. And the kids had just gotten on the bus, and so I finally had that moment of peace. And you remember all these little things that really doesn't seem to matter at the moment that you're doing those things, but they're ingrained in you to really set the tone for your path forward. So pay attention to those emotions, those feelings. Watch, absolutely watch your ego trying to take over the situation, because I don't think our ego will lead us in the right place today. It's got to be more from the heart. It's got to be more about passion. Allowing a healing energy in, absolutely. Let's see what Nature's Whispers has to say for us. Contemplation, 29. So there's an 11 energy, that strong 11 energy that we just experienced. What was that on Tuesday? We had the 11 energy. Enjoy your own company. This is a wonderful time for you to reorganize and consider the things you enjoy most in your life. Make a point of spending a little bit of time allowing your mind to wander away from the everyday concerns that occupy your time. Give yourself an opportunity to be inspired, ruminate on your inner voice, and listen to your own counsel. So the truth lies within. You already have the sage wisdom if you are willing to, 1, tap into it, and 2, listen to it. And then 3, I guess, would be to act on it. So I love the way, enjoy your own time, but this is a wonderful time for you to reorganize and consider what you enjoy most in your life and take some time doing it. Being creative, being inventive, being loving. Our animals. Now watch the King of Swords. Watch your ego today, okay? Your ego could lead you to arguments that didn't need to happen, or a step back that you could have easily have avoided. Okay, Ace of Cups is our first card, so it's from the heart today. It's from passion today. And yes, with Judgment, there's the third card. I get that more of, we're going to be judged more about how we handle ourselves today. So eyes are on us, the spirit world. Maybe it's a boss or coworker, somebody in the neighborhood or the family. But eyes are on you, and it really sets the tone for how you go forward. Even though it'll seem typical and ordinary, you might want to write down somewhere, journal your experiences today, however mundane they might be, because they might symbolize something very great going forward. Look at this, the eye on the prize. They're back. The vulture's back. The birds are back. Release goals and vision. In order to land your dream life, you need to make a conscious effort to visualize it happening. However, keeping your eye on the prize takes practice. It's all about getting rid of the misconceptions about yourself, giving up the emotional baggage, and putting a new belief system into place. Vulture tells you have waited long enough to gain the life that you want. You have spent time wasted looking at what everyone else has and spent too much time wishing instead of doing. It is now time for you to create the short-term goals along with long-term goals, and that's a very good full moon energy. to tap into. Absolutely. It keeps the vision of what you want in clear sight. Pick up projects from the past, make an effort to finish them. Completion helps open the doors for new projects instead of cluttering the path. These projects can be as little as rearranging your cabinets, cleaning the garage, or sparkling up your resume and sending it out. Spend some time reflecting on the past week, months, years, and bring about conclusions. Think of it as the time the farmers harvest their crops and prepare the land for the next season. You too have to prepare your mind, body, and soul for the same. Visualize on what you want to have happen, and then keep your eye on the final prize. And if there's nothing else that he's doing, he is visualizing his path forward, how he's going to move forward, what steps he's going to take, what stands in his way. So keep your eye on the prize. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.